Hello, this is your doctor, Samra Tarajlic, once again with an interesting topic for men's health. And today I want to talk to you about something deceptively simple, something you see and use every single day, yet rarely think of as a true biological tool. I'm talking about water. Now, before you dismiss this as basic or obvious, especially if you're someone who already carries a water bottle everywhere, stay with me. Because hydration, particularly for men over the age of 50, isn't just about drinking water. It's about what that water carries, the way it interacts with your cells, and how it influences your cardiovascular performance, energy, brain function, even your testosterone levels. Let me explain. While water is essential, plain water, by itself, can be surprisingly inadequate. It hydrates in volume, yes, but it doesn't energize. It fills the tank, but doesn't ignite the engine. And that's the issue. Real hydration isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about powering cellular function. Once we pass midlife, the landscape inside the body changes. Your hormonal profile, vascular system, absorption efficiency, and mineral balance all shift. So today, we're going to radically upgrade your relationship with hydration. I'm going to show you how to turn that average glass of water into liquid vitality, a bioelectrical solution that speaks the language of your cells. By the end of this video, you won't just be drinking water, you'll activate it. Let's start with what changes as you age, something I call the anatomy of hydration. When you're young, your systems work like a well-tuned engine. Your kidneys retain essential minerals. Your digestive tract absorbs nutrients effortlessly. Your thirst response is finely calibrated. But all of that begins to shift, gradually and silently, as you cross into your 50s. First, your thirst mechanism weakens. According to research from the Journal of Physiology and Aging, older adults often don't experience thirst accurately. By the time you're actually feeling thirsty, your body is already mildly dehydrated. That type of chronic low-grade dehydration doesn't cause a crisis, but it chips away slowly at your stamina, focus, and circulation. You feel sluggish without knowing why. Second, your kidneys become less efficient at reabsorbing electrolytes, minerals like magnesium and sodium that are crucial for energy and muscle function. So even if you're consuming enough water, you may be flushing out the very elements your cells need to utilize that water effectively. It's like pouring water into a bucket full of holes. You're hydrated, but not nourished. Third, and perhaps most critical, there's a change in your vascular elasticity, that wonderful ability your arteries have to expand and contract with each heartbeat. Over time, the arterial walls grow stiffer, limiting blood flow and creating a negative feedback cycle that impacts your heart, brain, muscle tissue, and yes, even sexual performance. Now here's where the biggest misunderstanding lies. Plain water hydrates the outside of your cells, but it doesn't always reach the inside. Why? Because water alone doesn't carry an adequate electrical charge to drive nutrients across your cell membranes. That's right. Your cells communicate with each other using electrochemical signals. And for water to carry out its job at the cellular level, it needs electrolytes, ions like magnesium, sodium, and potassium, to conduct those electrical charges. When electrolyte levels are insufficient, you experience miscommunications within your nervous system. Muscles don't fully contract or relax. Blood vessels don't dilate when they should. Your energy lags, your mental sharpness dims, and your body sends mixed messages. This isn't a hydration issue. It's a bioelectrical failure. The solution? Infuse your water with the right minerals in the right form at the right time. Let's begin with magnesium, the quiet powerhouse behind more than 300 enzymatic reactions in the body. Magnesium is your body's biological relaxer. It promotes healthy circulation, helps regulate blood pressure, improves sleep, and supports functions ranging from muscle recovery to mood stability. Unfortunately, modern diets, even healthy ones, often fall short. Up to 75% of adults are functionally magnesium deficient. And if you're over 50, your digestive efficiency isn't what it once was, meaning even good diets might not be enough. I often refer to magnesium as the great unwinder. It gently signals smooth muscle tissue in your arteries to relax. This includes everywhere from your coronary vessels to the blood-engorging chambers of the penis, known as the corpora cavernosa. Without sufficient magnesium, these vessels remain constricted, not fully open, resulting in weaker blood flow and reduced physical performance. It also counteracts calcium, which drives muscle contraction. Think of it as a biochemical balancing act. Calcium tightens, magnesium releases. Only when they're in proper relationship can your cardiovascular system and overall energy operate at full potential. A simple way to strike this balance? Add magnesium citrate or glycinate, both highly bioavailable forms, to your morning glass of water. It's an effortless daily ritual with measurable benefits: improved vascular tone, better sleep, more peaceful energy, and enhanced recovery. Now, let's demystify sodium. Mainstream messages have long villainized sodium, linking it to high blood pressure and heart disease. But science tells a more nuanced story. The issue isn't sodium itself, it's the type and context of sodium. Typical table salt, stripped of natural minerals and found in processed foods, does cause imbalances. But unrefined sea salt and pink Himalayan salt are entirely different. These contain up to 84 trace minerals, including magnesium, calcium, and potassium, all working in synergy. Sodium plays an indispensable role in the sodium-potassium pump, the biological engine that powers every nerve impulse and muscle contraction. Without sodium, your body can't pull water into cells. This is why you can drink liters of plain water and still feel fatigued, lightheaded, or unrefreshed, because the hydration never actually made it into the cells. By adding just a pinch of high-quality salt to your morning water, less than what fits on the tip of your pinky, you transform your beverage into structured water, a bioactive solution that enhances absorption, stabilizes blood volume, and supports proper electrical signaling. But hydration isn't a one-man job. Enter potassium, the mineral most modern diets are disturbingly low in. Potassium is the unsung hero of vascular flexibility, blood pressure control, and electrical rhythm stability. Found abundantly in vegetables and fruits, potassium balances out sodium's action and ensures your arteries remain supple and responsive. The trouble is, processed foods flood us with sodium while stripping away potassium. The result? Rigid arteries, fluid retention, and greater cardiovascular strain. To reverse this, include a low-sugar electrolyte blend rich in potassium in your afternoon water, especially after exercise, sauna use, or physical labor. And now we arrive at zinc. Not an electrolyte in the strictest sense, but a mineral absolutely essential to masculine health. Zinc is the raw material your body uses to build testosterone. It supports libido, energy, lean muscle development, immune defense, and even mood stability. Yet many supplemental forms of zinc come in tablets that are not well absorbed and often irritate the stomach lining. The better solution? Use liquid zinc sulfate drops in water, a more bioavailable form that bypasses digestive resistance and supports faster uptake. As a final mention, let's talk briefly about iron. Iron fuels oxygen transport. Without it, your cells suffocate. You may feel chronically tired, dizzy, and mentally foggy. However, iron supplementation should never be done casually. Always test first. But understanding its role in circulation is crucial for anyone feeling inexplicably drained. Now, let's put all of this into practice. Start your day with a morning magnesium mix, half a teaspoon of magnesium glycinate or citrate in a large glass of water. This opens your blood vessels gently and tells your body it's time to wake up and flow. Optionally, add a tiny pinch of mineral-rich sea salt. This small addition balances your fluid distribution and enhances absorption. Follow this later in the day with zinc drops in water, ideally with a meal to support hormonal and immune function. Then, after exercise or any period of sweating, conclude your day with a potassium-rich electrolyte drink, low in sugar, high in balance. Give these steps 3 consistent weeks and see what changes. Expect deeper sleep, more consistent energy, sharper focus. Even your mood can lift because your entire nervous system begins to communicate better. You see, vitality isn't about adding more tasks to your day. It's about doing the essentials smarter. And few things are more essential than water. This isn't just about drinking fluids. It's about restoring charge, rebuilding communication, optimizing performance. Hydration is not a passive act. When done correctly, it's a precision practice of restoring nature's own intelligence to your internal environment. thank you for being here today. If this video brought you new insight, tap that like button, subscribe for more, and share it with someone who's still drinking plain, lifeless water. This is your doctor, Samra Tarajlic, and I'll leave you with this reminder. True health comes from mastering the basics, and there's nothing more basic or more powerful than water infused with purpose. Stay well, stay vibrant, and as always, stay hydrated the smart way.